Hello, everyone. Good night, good night. This is Kem here, and tonight we're back to covering AGL E4 Cap League. Today is New Moon versus Return of the Middle Stakes Start Nemesis. This is valid for week 7, I believe. And these two teams, they definitely need the win because both teams are fighting for that sixth seed that currently New Moon has. So I am expecting a lot on this series. I think there's a lot to, a lot. A lot stakes here. New Moon is currently the sixth seed, as I mentioned, and they have a 3-4 record. Let me pull their record here. They have a three. Actually, sorry, they have a 3-3 record. Um, Return of the Middle Stakes. They have a 2-4 record, so they still have a very small chance of making to playoffs. They definitely need a win here to keep that dream alive. And New Moon, if they want to secure, a good position to get that playoff ticket, they definitely need to take the win as well. Because right now it's New Moon and Catalyst Nova and Star Nemesis, the three teams fighting for that sixth spot. But depending on how things go, we should definitely see um, more positions opening up for more seeds opening up um, for playoff contention. Nemesis. Okay, cool. So we got this right. I was sorry. I thought New Moon was going to be blue side today, so I prepared for blue side, but they're going to be on the red side. So we're just waiting for the teams to get ready for the draft. Now, sorry, Google Chrome has been a little nutsy here, not liking to work. All right, so I'm gonna be pulling here the teams' game logs because I think there's a lot to talk about. Um, New Moon here going with their starting five that they've been playing for a while. Under Return of the Middle Stakes, they are also coming in with their starting five. Um, so from just perspective here, with all the recent changes after Thunder joined, after Dumbest League joined, which was a couple weeks ago, I definitely think these. So I definitely think this team has gotten stronger and stronger with Dumbest League and Thunder joining. King Atlas has been performing extremely well. He's been, you know, also a big force on this team. So I'm really excited to see him play again. Now, from the side of New Moon, we do have Downfall and Buckby stepping up week after week. And we're seeing what you're doing, Step Bro, also stepping up quite significantly in the recent weeks. So big shout out to these guys. I definitely am expecting a lot from them on this series. And in terms of draft and bans, what should we be expecting? And Mirstematic, thank you for the follow. Much love, much appreciated here for you supporting here, watching the games with us here today. Um, I would be expecting. Hold on a second. Okay, I would be expecting Poppy, the Maokai probably, and Nico or Ziggs bans on the first rotation from the side of Return of Middle Stakes. That's what I'll be expecting. Um, the Kindred is being targeted almost every game against Slappy as well, so they could probably keep on it. Um, but those are the initial bans that I would expect them to be focusing on New Moon. Now, New Moon facing Return of the Middle Stakes, I would be expecting bans targeting specifically mid and ADC. So King Atlas has a really good pull. The Zaya, Tristana, the Kai'Sa. I definitely think um, one or two of those champions should be banned. I definitely think the Tristana needs to be banned because it's a flex between Thunder, Mechbusters, and King Atlas. So I would definitely would like to see a Syndra ban, a Tristana ban, probably a Zaya ban as well. Um, I definitely would like to see those bans from New Moon on that first phase. And as we go here, Middlestick GG, thank you very much. I believe you guys are also streaming on their channel, the game. They have a fantastic cast. They have a fantastic production team. As we start here on the bends, um, and we see here Ashe, Syndra, Maokai, which okay, it makes sense. The Ashe is really strong right now in the meta. Maokai is just a good champion overall as well. Now, interesting enough, we see the J4 and the Zyra. I'm actually surprised at the Zyra. I haven't seen Slappy or what are you doing, Stabro, playing it as well or as often, but it's really interesting to see if it is a target on him or if it's a target on Barry's Jew. Um, could be both. Now, the Ziggs, always focusing the Ziggs, really interesting there. They keep on focus on Buckby. Now, the Kaisa first pick, priority. I love Kaisa. I think Kaisa is one of the most complete champions, and when she is strong, she is busted. So, definitely there. And we see Zion Rakan as as an answer to that. Really strong bot duo here. Bears issue. He has been having good Rakan games. Um, Coconut also having really good games on Zaya recently. And we see the Rail also really strong champion to pick. Um, so very, very good stuff so far. And she can actually go in and Kaiser just follows her. And it's also a flax. Now, well, they killed the flax, bring the Wukong, but okay. I have seen a couple games of Dumbslick on the Wukong. He didn't do super well in the games that I caught, but again, he's a really good jungler. I think he does bring a lot to the table, really proactive. And Slappy just countering with that Nocturne, really interesting shot here. So, as the guys continue on the drafting, I'm going to start a couple of the predictions, the contest, so you guys can share. Oops. So you guys can share. Um, let's go. So you guys can participate on the chat, share with everyone, and enjoy. So, uh, turn off middle sticks, star, nemesis. So first, I'm gonna put the predictions for the channel points, and then I'm gonna put the contests for the match. Oops. Return of middle stick. Or New Moon. So I'm going to put here so you guys can enjoy that. If you guys want to try to get more ED coins or anything like that for our store. So bans on Corki. So New Moon banning Corki and Ornn. And we see a Poppy and Gwen bans towards Downfall. Really, really interesting band here, focusing Downfall. He has been having good, really good games so far. So really interesting. The mouth fight. Okay, that's the giving Buckby the counter pick. I mean, Nico is open. I was expecting him to bring the Nico in, but the mouth fight is extremely well. I love to see the mouth fight. He just helps so much on the fights. So really excited to see that. The Shogath answer. I actually watched this yesterday. I watched we were casting here New Moon versus Coalition. We saw exactly that matchup. Um, it was I don't remember if it was a Malphite into Shogath or a Shogath answer into Malphite, but it was. And now the Jays that it's a flex, but I'm positively sure this is going to be on the mid lane. So what is Bucky B going to take? That's gonna be the bigger question. What's gonna be the counter that he's gonna bring? So let's do this so I can actually show on the chat how this is done. Um, Still waiting, and the Nico, let's go. The Nico R5 really powerful. He has been having tremendous performances on the Nico. Yes, it was an amazing performance on the game 3 as well. So really hyped to see that, um, especially because it's going to be him the man himself on that Nico Buckby. So looks like the guys just went straight for the game. So we're gonna be waiting a little bit for the in-game draft. In the meantime, what I'm gonna be doing is let me bring here our Twitter real quick so we can share the news of the stream. But I'm really excited. I I like both drafts. Slappy. Okay. He went straight for the batting at 850. That's what I like to see. Confidence on this man, emptying his pockets to go straight for New Moon. Maybe you're gonna be able to retrieve that New Moon shirt for yourself. That would be really, really good. Um, but I loved the what's it called. I really loved the fact that these two teams have a really interesting draft for this game. I think both are really solid. A lot of a front line, a lot of CC, AoE damage, um, some ability to poke as well as engage. So I really enjoy that from Middle Stakes, Return of the Middle Stakes team. From the side of New Moon, I just really like that they're just gonna go all in. You know, go in. There's nothing of go out. Just Malphite ult, Nautilus, Nocturne's ult, Rakan following up, Nico. That makes things really interesting, and we should be able to see a lot of fights. If there's something that these two teams like to do is fighting. So I'm really excited to see. Um, Let me check something here real quick before we go, before our time is over and game starts. I don't think Catalyst is streaming their match. I was gonna try to keep an eye on it because it's really important for this series. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so won't be able to keep a track of it because it's gonna be a really important series for both teams. Um, but either way, we what we're gonna do is we're going to have a blast here. I'm really I cannot say how excited I am for this series. Uh, so if if you ask me who who are the people to watch on these teams, I'll keep myself big eyes on Thunderback Busters, and also big eyes on King Atlas. I think these two guys are the guys to watch from the side of Return of the Middle Stakes. From the side of New Moon, I'll definitely keep myself an eye on uh, Buckby and What Are You Doing Step Bro for this match. I think these are the names to have a to look at for. So we're going to be waiting for the spec delay, and as we wait for it, I'm gonna put you guys on a very short break just so I can finish a couple updates, and then we can get back to game one and get in shape. So stay tuned. We'll be right back shortly. are back. Just give me a minute so I can fix this screen here since I was thinking it was the other way around. And as always, spectator has to freeze, but we are in shape here for the game. Let's get this started. Okay, so gas have to wait a little bit because I don't know why it's being well. We'll move on. So here we're seeing interesting electrocute. I don't think I have seen Buckby on electrocute that often. Thunder coming with phase rush. Lethal Temple King Atlas going for that AD Kaiser likely. Think. Otherwise she would gone Hail Blades. Now we see here a 5 point from the side from both teams actually, and now Stapbro and Coconut are well not Coconut but Buckby. They're trying to get some vision. They did spot the Wukong here on the top side. Good vision by Downfall, dropping a Q as well on Screams, getting a little bit of poke. Now Smeety a little far forward, doesn't put any wards yet, doesn't go for it, and does not face check possibly a 3 man there on the bottom side. Now they will spot the Wukong and they will spot the Shogath on the blue buff, while Stabro is going to be pathing towards the top side as he's starting on blue, very likely. And Downfall tries to do a short fake leash. No, he's doing a fake leash, and now he shows up in the top side as the bot lane is going to show up. So it's still a fake leash in some way. Good damage there. Oh, we see an invade, a straight invade from the Nocturne, going straight for the red buff as he's seeing the Wukong there on the top side. There's no vision protecting the invade early from a Return of the Millstake, so he's going to have time to do the red and probably golems. But now the question is, okay, so there's a 2v2 here. Bears issue goes in, King Atlas taking some damage, equal damage, but on ADC and support. Now we see the Nocturne in the bottom side here. He's still level 2, but he's waiting patiently for another possible engage. Now he's going to probably waiting for the CD from Rakan. Rakan goes in, gets the flash. They turn into Smeety. A lot of damage on Step Bro. The Ignite goes on Smeety from Bear's issue. They burn one. It's one summoners for one as the early steal, but a lot of damage coming towards Stapro that's gonna farm back now as we see the top side Screams dropping a C-Ward on the red, pinging that hey, he doesn't have it, and we see here Dummy Slick, he took his Raptors, went for red, checked the red, and he pinged on top of the red, so he's gonna go for that invade. There is a ward there on the red that is gonna spot the vision here is gonna spot Wukong as soon as he gets there. But Stepbro is still 60% health, gonna finish the he finished the wolves, he's pinging on the top side. It's 11,000, he's probably gonna lose it, but there's no one coming. Backbusters keeping, even though Buckby has had some sort of a early pressure, he didn't come, and now the Malphite shoved the wave. Nearly crashed and not perfectly crashed as Dummy Slick also dropped the ward on the golems. He will be spotted. They will know where he is on his rotation path. And looks like Wukong is going to have the first walk to get both crabs. Buster gets a good E poke. Buckby does miss his E. Now Domestic is able to start ahead on CS. There's a lot of ward here on the top side. They the top side is blue. There's blue light all over it. They know where the Nocturne is. We see Smitty coming in with Domestic on a possible counter gank here, but the Nocturne just goes back. He resets. We see the Wukong resetting. His B is going to get stopped by Buckby as Bucky drops another ward there. So for now, Scream's just getting poked. Nothing crazy happening. There's a CS lead jumping here on the mid lane, but Thunder MacBuster took the full combo from Buckby. He gets level 6, the flash comes in, the auto, he gone, oh, Buckby! The first blood for Thunder, Buckby got super cocky, go for the flash in, tried to trade autos. He goes, I didn't check if he had the electrocute, but he tried to trade autos. He missed use his Q, was way too far forward. Thunder flashes. Oh, let's see, his midi goes in. Dumbest Leak is nearby. Jushu flash away. He uses his E. Nice feathers pulled. A lot of damage. Stabro is here. Coconut is kiting out, and there's a lot of damage on Dumbest Leak. But they're just gonna fall back. They get the Ghost and Flash on the bot lane. Ghost on Zaya. Stabro is nearby. The New Moon does start here. The Drake Thunder dodges as the E goes in, does a lot of damage on Buckby, and I was gonna say like the CS difference in the mid lane, it was getting bigger and bigger. There was like 10 CS lead already before the solo kill. Now with the wave pushing is going to go back to that 10 to 12, 15. Um, and also in the bot lane, they're trading, they're giving up a lot of that bot wave there. Huge wave crashed by King Atlas, built like a 9 CS lead, and a lot of experience lost here by Coconut, but they do guarantee the first Drake. I think he lost at least a wave, possibly a wave and a half, but now Buckby getting punished here. He's missing his ability, his Q shots, and Thunder's punishing that miss. Now there's a 10k, there's a 600 gold lead, 10k in total gold for Return of the Middle Stakes, and that's a good start overall. You want to get, the Jace already has a Serena Dirk. You want to get that first item on him as soon as possible, and you definitely want to snowball. Well, you want to play safe, get your items because you do scale a bit better um, from the side of Return of the Middle Stakes, in my opinion. Kai's is scaling better. The Jace has a good scaling. Wukong is pretty good in mid game. Doesn't kill as much, but he should be pretty even with the Nocturne. Shogath does scale pretty well. Now the question is, Stabro is 6. What they're gonna do? Because here, this is the most important moment here for the Nocturne. The first ultimate at level 6. He needs to be able to execute it pretty well, and we don't have and the thing is, we don't have flash in the mid lane. We do have flash on the ADC, and we don't have flash on Smitty. So if you're gonna make a play, the target should be either the Thunder MacBusters or Smitty. Now looks like New Moon is rotating for the Herald. Speed is there. The flash. Oh, the ultimate goes into Thunder. He just walks away. Barrage goes in deep. Buckby ults. He gets the kill, and the last shot does not go. He managed to get the kill. Buckby is able to a little not well coordinated, but they do manage to get the kill. Now Smitty is able to hold the wave, so Thunder can TP back and catch that wave. Um, it was a little bit misdirected, but the play worked well. So at the end, they were able to execute it somewhat well. Now Jace will still be able to keep a 16, 17, almost 20 CS difference here in this mid lane. The Shogun is nearby. It's really hard to fight to take objective with a Shogun. Um, Return of the Middlestick does start the Herald. We see Downfall and Buckby look at it. Buckby does not have ultimate. The poke dodges the clone and goes straight to Buckby. They're down two ultimates. Well, Shogun does not have an ultimate, but the Herald's gonna drop. Look, Downfall's positioning for a possible fight. Buckby comes in. He gets Dummy's Leak. The ultimate goes in, but they do more damage on the clone. Dummy's Leak is really low. Downfall continues on the chase. Now he falls back. Smeedy is nearby. Berry is nearby. They take the flash from the Wukong, but they secure now as a 1v1 in the bot lane. King Atlas and Coco, they stop fighting. Stepbro secures the Grump, but Smeedy is here nearby just in case. They keep vision. Downfall just gonna stick around, get his wave, do some damage on Screams as he gets low in mana. The ultimate comes in really well. The combo, the flash comes in first thunder is not enough. Step Bro doesn't get the flash goes away. He managed to kite back with the empowered combo, the extra damage. He managed to finish off with a beautiful ultimate by Dummy's Lick. And the exhaust coming in from his media also prevents the death of Thunder. King Atlas, he stayed in the lane. He's pretty healthy. Smeedy is nearby. He has ultimate, taking a lot of damage. The ultimate comes in for King Atlas, but Kokoda just flashes away. Now Downfall and Screams fought a lot here on the top side. Screams does not have ultimate. He barely has any mana, and it's gonna be like this. And Screams having really difficult time on CSing. He's behind 20, 23 CS right now, which is a lot for this matchup. Um, so there's a big lead here in the bottom lane as well as the mid lane in terms of CSing. Nearly 20 for both. Now Downfall, he TP'd back, he ultimates in Screams, going to hit him. I think he has enough for one Q, yes. The flash! Downfall flashes Scream's Q. He gets the Shogun's Q as well. And New Moon going for that second Drake. Buckby managed to get a really good poke here, taking 40%. Oh, Dummy's Lick steals! Dummy's Lick uses the Blast Cone, goes on top of it, steals the Drake with no problem, and just use the clone back. Beautiful execution for Dummy's League. New Moon there did not pay attention. They had they didn't have vision in behind the pit. There's like two pink wards for the blue team right at the edge of the jungle, so they're pretty safe there. They had also a ward inside the pit, so they guarantee the steal. Really well executed. Now they're even in Drakes. They are even in stats pretty much. They delay the soul and they have 1.2k gold advantage overall. 500 in mid in bot and 600 in mid, and now they're fighting again. The 2v2 in the bot. Stabro is nearby, but Coconut's Feather Spool does not catch anyone. And the Kai'Sa finished her first item, the Static Shiv. And we see now Shoga finishing his first item, the Heart Steel. There's one item on Jace as well, the Eclipse. On the side of New Moon, there's no items at all completed, but he now a lot of damage with the W poke from Kai'Sa. I don't know if they have enough gold to complete. Stapros is spotted in the bottom side. We are on an hack stack map, which is a really nice map. Now Downfall is advanced. They're looking to go for this mid laner. Buckbeat is low. Stapro is around. Dummy's Leak is around too. Now Stapro's he uses his Q and it gets spotted. Downfall goes back to the top lane. So things are not looking too spicy here. There isn't a lot of fights. There's a lot of poke coming in, and semi-fights like a lot of the teams being a little respectful in that regard. So they're just built, but at the end of the day, Return of the Music is just building their lead with in mid and ADC with the CS advantage. Now we have here now Downfall at 11 with a level 2 ultimate. Screams is halfway through level 11. We're gonna have a Herald in 50 seconds. Buckbee's tipping mid. There's a lot of vision here from Smitty, getting a good vision on the top side, making sure they know what the hell New Moon is doing, what they want to do, what they want to fight for, if they want to fight for. Now clearing the waves, Smitty. Snapper's gonna get caught. The ultimate from Malphite goes into his Smitty. He gets the fear. He ults as well. The Q. Okay, Buckby gets caught in the rotation, but he's managed to survive. Coconut here. Atlas is a little. He's far forward. He dodges this really well. The flash comes in. Oh, the ultimate. They get the ultimate from Kaisa and the flash. That was a beautiful dodge from Kaisa on the W usage by Berzishu. He flashed after he ulted as well. New Moon hasn't gone for the Drake. Thunderback Buster here, falling back. There's no ultimates from either of these two champions. But Buster, oh, the flash ultimate. Berzishu, the flash comes in. He does the flash from Thunder goes in exactly at the time for to dodge the jump. Now Stabro is back forward. Ultimate by Dummy's Leak. He get one cast. Stabro flashes away. They didn't try to take the hero when they had the numbers advantage after killing Smitty. Now the ultimate from Downfall is gonna come back in like 20, in 15 seconds maybe. Now we have a TP coming from Jace. And they're just gonna give up. Berzishu getting spotted back in the ward. Now New Moon is gonna give up the second Herald after they had the window to do it. They haven't cleared pretty much any ward there in the top side as everything's blue, but New Moon has a decent amount of vision in the bottom side thanks to Berzishu dropping as we're gonna have a Drake in 10 seconds. But Herald is using the mid lane. Smitty uses really good usage of the vision plant. He's going to be able to clear some of these vision as they're going to start Drake at spawn. Mid turret does go down, and but looks like Barrish is showing up himself. Oh, Downfall is TPing. We're gonna have a fight here in the mid lane. There's a TP here from Shogat as well. He was, but the ultimate comes in into Kaisa. Downfall gets a 4-man ultimate. The 4-man ultimate from Ducky, and that's an ace for New Moon. Double kill on Buckby. Really well played. Dummy's League does get the Drake, managed to get the Drake, but really good execution there. 4-man ultimate by Downfall. 4-man ultimate by Buckby on the Nico. Berzishu getting 2 or 3 knockups as King Atlas drops to Step Bro. They do get the Drake, but they do lose all 5 members. They lose mid tier 1, they lose bot tier 1, and now they lose some of their jungle camps. You have, the influx of gold is back on Nico. He managed to get his first item, the Ludens. He has stopwatch all halfway through that Zonias. Now Buckby is worth 300 gold. And Stapro is worth 150 gold. You also give the ability of IQ of Coconut just to get more farm and CS as well. So he finishes first item. Malphite is 1.5 items, really near to 2 items. Jace finishes 2 items. Now Screams is here with Atlas going to kill here this first turret with the Demolish proc, but King Atlas gets ulted by Downfall. He's getting run it down. Stapbro gets a kill. Smitty getting caught in the river by Buckby. Screams ults. Smitty managed to get the ultimate from Stabro comes back. He goes in. He's gonna get eaten by the screams. No, because he does not have ultimate. And Bearjishu getting caught here with Coconut on the top side. They try to go for uh, the Jace. They are not able to kill the Jace, and they get picked with 2 kills, one for Wukong, one for Jace. They're trading 3-4-2 there, and things are still pretty even. There's a 1.2k gold advantage to the side of ET right now. They're going to try to go for this. Now a TP behind from Nico. They're looking for Buster. Buster gets the kill on Nico. League just falls. He's going to try to survive. He tries to steal the red camp, but he's just going to walk away to survive. But again, they tried to force the tier 2. They took a lot of damage, but they didn't finish the turn. They didn't get the extra 106 gold. Buckby cashes in on 300 for himself, getting more and more fed. So he's going to be really important as his flash comes back in about 15 to 20 seconds. Baron is alive. Drake in 2 minutes. New Moon is in a good spot to fight, especially with this Malphite. If they are able to catch and see, King Atlas, Thunderback Busters, or even Dummy's Lake, just in bad positions or not paying attention, then they can all get one-shotted because the amount of AoE is incredible from the side of New Moon. They were able to come back after some bad plays, but now they're in shape, and we can expect a 5v5 on the next Drake in about a minute and a half. So the game does slow down a little bit. Both teams just catching waves on the side lanes, on the mid lane, as they're waiting for the next objective to be spawned. We see here the Jace going for uh, probably lore. Well, he only has 200. Okay, so he just got the Mortal Reminder, or no, Last Rips. I'm sorry. Not yet sure what he's gonna go. If he's gonna go for, he's probably gonna go for Cyrilda's. Um, the Kai'Sa went for Rage Blade. Thunderback's Buzz is gonna get spotted by Downfall. This is bad for Thunder. He has the Blast Cone, but he's already 50%. The ult comes in, gets him. Bearjishu is gonna be able to go in, gets the kill. Bearjishu, he flashes and he ultimate to guarantee the kill on the strongest person on the Rift for the side of a return of middle stakes. Thunder getting caught there before Drake in 15 seconds. But it's 2 ultimates. Bearjishu trying to find here Smitty. Downfall just hitting him like there's no tomorrow. Screams in nearby. Coconut, the Q goes in. Miss. Now the ultimate 2 knockups. A lot of damage from Coconut. Atlas gets the Q on Downfall. He flashes away. They traded a Q for a Q. 1 Q on Coconut, 1 Q there. Dummy's League almost got hit by the Nico's E. Now the TP coming in from Thunder. He's going to try to poke. Buckby's trying to hold Dummy's League. He's going to get into the pit. But Stabro managed to get the Drake this time. He gets the Drake, kills Dummy. He had flashed, but he didn't want to flash away. And they were not able to get to so point. So really, really good play here by New Moon. The good catch here on the Thunderback Buster. Nice turn from Buckby, getting 2-man lockups. King Atlas, they need to keep an eye. Atlas does not have flash, so he can be caught with the Nocturne that has Axiom, right? What's the name of it? Axiom Arc in Stride Breaker, which is a really powerful item. Now here we're seeing both teams trying to fight for vision on this top side. Bearjishu spotting some wards. The bot lane is getting pushed by Screams. Smitty is gonna be spot here by Berjishu. He gets the CC. Thunder is on the top side. He's facing two people here. Extreme almost gets the tier 2 at the bot. Looks like New Moon is looking for play on the top side as Nico reveals herself. Now there's a four. It's a 4v4 and both top players have TP. They're trying to do some damage here on this turret. Berjishu goes in. The TP comes in. The TP comes for both TPs from the top laners, but the fight doesn't happen. They just secure the first Drake, the first tar top tower. Smitty here spotting some people with a lot of damage here from Thunders. Coconut is getting really low, under 50% health. There is healthy fruit honeymoon here in the river. He's gonna be able to recover some health before a potential fight. But remember, no TPs on the top laner, so they ooh almost getting caught there. The Buck Bees, or no, it was Beer's issue. He managed to reset before that hit. Downfall here is probably gonna get caught. There's a 3-man. He flashes away. He still gets ulted. Now the ultimate from Noctur comes in to protect, to be a safe ult to make sure they don't fully engage on the Malphite. But now you don't have that chance to get on top of King Atlas outside the Malphite's ult. Um, because you don't have flash on Rakan, you don't have flash on Nico. It's gonna be really hard now. Bear's just gonna get spotted. He's gonna get caught maybe. No, he just gets some damage, but he is safe for the time being. Screams getting shoving in top lane. Return of the middle six, taking control of the Baron pit, taking control of the top side, making sure there's no vision from the side of New Moon. Barrage issue, they're looking to set up a trap, always stay in bushes. Dumb's Leak is there on the top side, trying to find someone. Barrage is going to try to get some vision as he's going to get spotted. The ultimate comes in from Barrage. He's mited as well. He eases away, he uses his ultimate. Barrage uses his. Oh, now Downfall is on a 4v1, but he is really tanky. He can survive and probably get an ultimate. Doctor's ultimate comes in. Downfall has ulted. Nico's here to get a 4-man ultimate by Nico. A lot of damage coming in, but they don't have follow-up. Now Coconut managed to ult. Dummy's League is really low. He flashes away. They're still trying to fight a 3v4, but there's no damage. There's no more damage here. They're not able to do more damage than that. Even with the Nico's 4-man ultimate, they're not able to have follow-up with Coco or Step-Bro. Very unfortunate from side of New Moon because the ultimates were there, were laid down like one on top of the other, really well executed, but they didn't have the extra damage to do it. Now we're seeing a 3-item on Jays with Cerritos being completed. Looks like now Atlas is going for Nashers. We see still 1.5 item on this Shogat as they are trading that Drake for Baron, and this Baron will drop hard because there is a Kai'Sa in the game. Downfall is here. He has ultimate. The Vij comes in. Oh, blue team gets the Baron as Stepper went into the pit. Now they're gonna try to fight. Buckby comes in, flashes, gets Atlas. Atlas goes down. The shutdown on Stepper goes for screams. There's a double Q on Coconut. Only the Jace gets the Baron buff as you manage to back on a bush on the top side of that river as New Moon is rotating for that Drake. They're still even in gold, although it's 20-8. They're still even in gold. That Baron made a lot. Baron he's gonna get caught here by Busters if he gets one combo. He's looking to get a poke here to someone. He's looking at Beerjishu. Beerjishu just walks away. Downfall is blocking here. Potential. Yes, he managed to block in as Coco guarantees the soul point Drake. It's a 29-minute game. There's a very small goal lead that's almost negligible at this point. There's once Buckby resets, he's going to have his third item very likely. We also don't have a 3 items on Zaya just yet. She's probably gonna have it. No, actually no. She just reset it. She has Last Whispers. Uh, the Zaya is also a little far from that third item, but the Nocturne is almost at 3 items. We see almost at 3 items the Wukong. So now here Buster's going in for Downfall. Rismedia is around, Stepbro is around, but it's gonna be a 5. Oh, Downfall ults back. Now Stepbro's gonna get caught here. He ults, but who is gonna ultimate? Nobody. He's just gonna get caught here in the bad position. He didn't even try to ult somebody. He didn't have flash. Now with the Baron push here, they're gonna try to secure tier 2 top. Um, they're gonna get the tier 2 top, or sorry, the tier 2 bot, as mid and top are pushing from the side of New Moon. Thunder trying to get some poke here. Downfall does not have an ultimate anymore. Buckbeat does not have flash, but he has an ultimate. Let's see what Return of the Music is gonna do. They just have all ultimates available. They're gonna try to push in, try to get Dummy's League get some damage. Smeedy going too far deep, getting a lot of damage here. Downfall is at 50% health now. He's tanking all the poke from Thunder as Return of the Middlesticks is backing off after guaranteeing at least one one objective, one tier 2 mid here. Um, now they're gonna reset to catch the mid wave and top. They're pushing against them, but the game is still in the it's still really open. Um, Return of the Middlesex, they have a good fight overall with, and they have the ability to poke, especially with this Jace being extremely strong. He's doing so much damage on the carries. Buckby and Coconut are getting a lot of damage. Stepbro does need to pay more attention on his positioning because he's getting caught in awkward positions, in awkward places, as now he's going for lethality within the edge of the night. Um, Now getting some damage on screams. Downfall is nearby, but at this point, with 3 items, Shogat is just extremely strong. Now the focus is getting those carries. Now Stepper's gonna get spot here by Dummy, but Dummy's might be on a weird position here. Downfall is sent away from the flying stick. Sandy, good ultimate by Buckby. The ultimate comes in, double kill on Coconut. He kites, he flashes towards the Thunder. He gets the kill, triple kill. Stepbro flashes in, gets the kill on Atlas. Coconut going for a possible quadra kill if he doesn't get ulted first. Nice pull of the feathers, kiting him out, but he gets beaten to death, and the ace goes for Downfall. Even though he tried his best, Screams is just super tanky, and he just needs to bite you once to take all of your life. So good effort for Coconut there, but really good fight from the team. Dummies League had, I think it was Dummies League who hit the blast cone and sent Downfall away, tried to buy us enough time for him to deal with the Nocturne without the Malphite ult, but it didn't work out. Buckbeak got there on time, got a really good ultimate as well. Now we are 1 minute away from Drake. Tier 3 mid dropped. New Moon is looking for a reset, but Stepbro stayed. He doesn't have TP, and Downfall has TP as well. So he's gonna go guarantee his third item on that Malphite. Uh, and now we see the reset from Nocturne. He does get the stopwatch, really important stopwatch here to buy some time and let his team does follow-up damage as he goes in and turn off the lights. Now Downfall is showing up. We see Buckbeak going to the top side. Now the TP coming in from Thunder. They should have vision, as we see here on the map that they had vision. They as into New Moon. So now the TP coming in from Nico, disguised as Malphite in the mid lane. She coming in. Now it's gonna be a 5v5 front to front. Thunder is 75% health, trying to do damage, taking just the shield from Malphite. Buckby looking for a flank. Bears who uses a 2-man knockup from the Shogat. He used his Shurelius, but it's over. Oh, Berger goes in deep. The Thunder is going to get caught by the Nico. The ultimate comes in. Coconut has a good ultimate. Good comeback. But Atlas gets the shutdown. A lot of damage coming to Berger. Screams gets a lot of damage as well. The carries are not here. Stapro is still here. He's going to go for Smitty. He uses stopwatch. Screams is super fat or super big. Buckbeak is still alive. There's still one carry, but there's a lot of tanks. Doubtful doesn't have an ultimate. Um, Now Buckbeak's gonna face check. He doesn't get hit by the knockup, but the tier 3 bot is gonna drop. Uh, Everybody went for Thunder Mech Busters, and nobody cared about Coconut. Coconut, even with the ultimate, he didn't have flash. He dealt a lot of good damage after the Feather Spool, but it was not enough to keep him alive. Now we're gonna have another fight soon, but if New Moon doesn't play correctly, like position themselves correctly, and put like the Nico ult is super important. Getting the flank is good, but still not. It's not really what you want, especially if your Zai is gonna drop because she is your DPS. Now Smitty doesn't get in. Berju misses his W. Dummisley gets a good ultimate. Nico gets also 2 men, and they drop. Now the Nocturne is gonna come up right after. Good ultimate by Downfall. Good ultimate by Coconut, and good ultimate by Stapro laying out. And now it's the shutdown on top of Screams after triple kill from Coconut. Stapro is gonna guarantee that soul here, the Chemtech soul, as the New Moon is moving forward for the Baron. That's what New Moon needs to do. They need to fight as 5. They need to put all of their ultimates on top of each other. That's how they do damage instead of looking for flank positions. And they executed really well because the gold is there on your Nico, on your on your Zaya. That's your DPS. That's how you're gonna blitz through this front line, this heavy front line. Even though Dumb's League had a really good engage initially, so New Moon finally putting some gold lead here. It's only 3.6k at this point, negligible, yes, but finally getting some gold advantage on the game, like a solid gold advantage. The game has been really back and forth. They have the soul, they have Baron. Now it's time to push as, and this is going to be really important because on the side of New Moon, you have flash on Zai, you have flash on Nico. Smitty getting chunked at 55% here with Nico's combo. She probably had, oh, she doesn't have yet gold for Death Cap, but she has flash, Nocturne has flash, Zai has flash, so they should be able to win this next team fight because only Thunder and Screams have flash. So if King Atlas is caught with the Buckbeast ultimate, there is guaranteed follow-up. Um, and without the Kaisa, your DPS drops a lot. So they get inhibitor bot. The team is now moving towards the top side. Very sure getting some vision here is gonna be see Screams in the mid lane, and Thunder is they're trying to get as much vision as possible because they know they're here somewhere. Now Screams walking in front, being that front line. Downfall also looking here. Now they get spotted, the Zaya and the Nocturne, as Nico is pushing the wave. Downfall is being annoying. Oh, Buckbeak. Oh, that was the Buckbeak's clone. Spotting Thunder under the turret there, or under the bush. Now again, this is going to be an R5v5. A lot of damage coming in on Coconut from Thunder. Screams is nearby, trying to do some damage. They're trying to take that tier 2 top here. That's 600 gold that hasn't been taken. But their super minions are hitting the Nexus turrets right now. So somebody needs to back, and that someone is Thunder. As Scream's getting caught, he uses early the Gargoyles and the Randoms, and we got frozen. Why did we get frozen here, Riot? Please don't let. No, 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 no. Not in the middle of the fight. Alright, so we're back here. We see Jace falling back to deal with the minion wave. Scream's getting caught. He uses randoms. He uses the gargoyles too early. He gets dropped to 60, 55% health. Now New Moon is going to guarantee this turret. Now going again, Bear Issue. The flash comes in from Screams. Buckby is a little low as well as Downfall, but they're going to recall. It's not easy to siege or to take the turrets. They definitely need to have a more open space to fight, and I'm thinking this next fight is going to be on Elder, unless they are able to have a pick in the within the next 3 minutes. Now here the Stera coming in for Wukong. He's looks like he's gonna go for Death's Dance with that longsword and chain fast. Um, King Atlas going. He has a stopwatch, really important stopwatch, because that's gonna help him buy time to deal with potential Nocturne. As Nocturne has the GA completed and has Edge of the Night now, Dummies League and Turner are gonna get caught. The ultimate comes in from Stabro. The flashes goes in. The ultimate from Downfall goes. Bearjushu as well. Coco gets the kill on Thunder. Now it's a 5v4, but they're down on two important ultimates. Now Scream's taking a lot of damage as he also uses early his gargoyles. Now New Moon is pressuring bot. They do not have the Baron push anymore. They're just gonna be pushing the waves and trying to get the jungle camps or the bot side here. Gonna try to pressure through that mid. Downfall's ult should be coming back in the next 30 seconds, but they're looking just like they're gonna take some camps. Coconut also has a GA, so he's really comfortable just putting himself a little far front. Now the turret taking a lot of damage here. They're gonna take their second inhibitor in this bot lane. And the question is, are they gonna be pushing for the end here? Blackbuster is gonna be up in 5 seconds. Downfall is positioning himself, just get move speed and he's backing off. 1 minute and 30 on Baron, 1 minute 20 on Elder buff. So they're just gonna clean the top side, push in the wave, probably look for reset. And now the question is, what is going to be New Moon's decision? Are they gonna look for reset here? Are they gonna look for a push? Are they gonna look for Elder? Are they gonna try to fight before the Elder, before the Baron? I don't know. Looks like they're trying to set up a trap here on the top side. Mid is being pushed by Screams and Dummies League. Thunder is pushing the top bot lane. Now they're looking to get the tier 3 top here. They're probably gonna take the third inhibitor as well. It's a 3 inhibitor down. New Moon is going for the end. Downfall is hitting the turret here. Now they fall back, as everyone has showed. The ultimate comes from Speedy. He got a 4-man ultimate. The ultimate. He has a 3-man ultimate from Buckby. 2 goes down. Dummies League survives, but the carries are down from Return of the Middlestakes. Stepbro kills Speedy. Dummies League gets killed by Coconut, and it's Ace. New Moon aces with a double kill at the end for Stepbro to guarantee they hold the wave. They're gonna clean game 1 at a 42-minute game. What a game by the boys. Return of Middlestate had a really good early game and early mid game, and New Moon had really good decisions after the mid to late game, catching Middlestate's team over and over and securing the victory. New Moon gets a very impressive win, really good for them. Really impressive as well, as we're gonna have here score 1 on the series. And as we can see, Buckby, Coconut, a lot of damage on these guys. They played exceptionally well. Downfall also always having high damage and being really impactful on the team. Stabro also had a really good performance on this Nocturne overall. From the side of Return of Middlestakes, Shogat dealt a lot of damage, even though he didn't start super well on that lane phase. Dummies League, unfortunately, not seen on the map. Thundermax Buster, he was impressive. He dealt a lot of damage. He was carrying. He was strong, but not enough. He was caught a couple times. King Atlas, although he dealt a lot of damage there, 22k, it was also not enough. He was caught a few times. I don't know about the Rage Blade because you technically only have one big tank, which is the Malphite. But and if you're going AP, you should be okay. But again, really well played from the side of New Moon. The boys deserved the win. Again, really well played from the side from the team, especially to get game one. Now we're gonna go on a very short break so we can actually prepare for game two and so on. So stay tuned, stay right there, go get some water because this series is just starting. Wow. So we're back. The guys are getting ready here for game two. So I'm just gonna be updating the stream here. So Return of the Middle Stakes. Game. They chose game. Sorry, they chose red side. So they're gonna go on the red side this game. So I gotta invert here to everything. So stay with me for a moment as I switch. But yeah, this was a very important win for New Moon, as starting with the victory is always important to get confidence in the series. And just to give a little bit of an update on what's going on in the league so far. I'm gonna run through a few updates that I can. So one, CBS did Looks like they did forfeit. They didn't show up for the game. So CBS forfeited the game against SGD. So they got the win. Um, and let's see. We have two streams going live right now. Currently, CBA 1-0 against Clown Gaming. They're doing draft for game two. So really interesting that CBA is getting that first dub. I tried to go for the 2-0 to beat beat number one in the Arcane group. And on the Conduit stream, we got a banger of a series as well. Conduit Kraken versus Dynasty Ruby. Dynasty Ruby 1-0 into Kraken. Really interesting and hype match um, going on right there. But we are focused here on Arcane group as we're just uh, waiting for the guys to be ready for game two. Oh yes, sorry. Let me as we're waiting for that, let me update the points here. So choose outcome, new moon, yes, and the betting new moon. All right, sweet. So you guys should have got your points there. So awesome stuff. I'm gonna prepare here for the game two predictions. Damn, somebody's fast on the batting there. Wait, hold on. I still gotta, I still gotta put the thing up. Hold on a second. I'm gonna put a 10 minutes since Coco is still gonna show up. So, ah shit, hold on. This is game two. I forgot to change the title. Okay, start this prediction. We're gonna start the contest. Like this. Forget this. Game two. We're gonna put 10 minutes. And finally, go on. The bets are live. You guys can bet it. Damn, the dude is all in everything. That is, Slappy is crazy on the bets. He definitely wants. He's definitely confident on the win. So I'm really hyped to see that. But yeah, so we're still waiting for Coco. Let me see what's going on to make sure we don't have any delays. I would hate to see any delays. Okay, so looks like he's ready. So we're gonna be looking. We're gonna be starting draft very soon. All right, so we just see here the draft started, and it started in great style. Um, so we see here from Return of the Middle Sticks. They're going with the J4 Zyre and Ziggs band. They keep the first three bands. New Moon going with the Ash Syndra Maokai, also keeping the first three bands. But now, what's going to be their first prio? It's going to be the Kais. Kais is going to be the priority of New Moon on this game. Um, so I'm interested to see like what they're going to be pairing you with. What's going to be their game style for this game too. and what's going to be Return of the Middlesticks answer for this game or for this bot lane initially. So they go in for the Jinx, going for the hyperscaling, and the Viego calling up. So Damizlik is calling up the shots, saying, I'm gonna carry, give me the Viego, follow me, and really excited to see it. Now the question is, what slap you're gonna bring on that? Well, I don't know if they're gonna take the jungle here, but I would be expecting to be a jungle and support. But let's see the Hakrim. Interesting choice here, bringing the Hakrim. I like Hakrim, especially because you have a Jinx. Um, so so far, not much you see from the side of Return of Middlesticks and the Rel and the Cyan, almost like insta lock there for scrims most likely. And now they're just going for the bans now. They're gonna go target that Fiora and very likely that Gwen that downfall plays is definitely a counter for the Cyan. Um, but now New Moon getting the same bot lane that Return of the Middlesticks took for the last game. So quite excited for what's to come. So the Callista, I don't. To be fair, I don't truly understand why the Callista ban, since they already showed the Jinx, but now we see here the Gwen, which is what we're expecting. And Cassiopeia, okay, the Cassiopeia comes out now. I do believe Thunder has played a few games on Cassiopeia. Um, has he? Yeah, he had one game on Cassiopeia in the league. So, and Casio is one of the bans that is targeted towards him. He has been banned um, twice. So, really interesting. Now the Mordekaiser. Oh, so we're seeing some flex picks from the side of Nemesis, and Buckbeak catches his quirky, making sure the late scaling is guaranteed. Um, but a little, I don't know, I feel like it's a little, how should I put this? It feels like, and okay, so the downfall confirms the Orn, which gives more beefy and gives more ability to survive and get your late skill a lot better. Your skill is already good with Kai'Sa and Corki, and it just gets better. Now Nemesis takes R5 Renata, which the possibility of, and now they did this is wild because now you can have you have two tanks to protect the Jinx, two tanks to protect the Viego, a lot of CC, the possibility of removing somebody from the map with the Mordekaiser. Um, I would think I would give Screams the Mordekaiser so he can beat down the Orn and just let the Cyan survive against Corki. That's what I would imagine they want to do. But I do believe Screams is a Cyan player, so there's a high chance Cyan is going to go to him because he probably will be comfortable on that matchup. And looking on Star Nemesis matches. Oh, I thought it was Screams. I'm sorry. I'm saying his name wrong for the all the time. It's Scrambles. Is it Scrambles? I apologize. Oh yeah, it's scramble. Okay, it's because it looks screams from the way the account is looked, but looks like it scrambles at the end of the day. So I'm sorry, scrambles. Didn't mean to call you screams all day, but he hasn't showed the Mordekaiser he at all. He has showed the Orn a few times and more tanks, but and yeah. So we actually, yeah. So we'll see what's gonna happen. I like both comps. I definitely think it's more difficult to execute Return of Middle Sticks, but I definitely think it's and they do lack of DPS and damage overall. If they are behind, obviously if they get to the 40-minute game as they did game one, they're gonna have a lot of DPS with Viego, with Jinx, be very tanky. So on the side of New Moon, although I like the Kai'Sa, I like the possibilities that Kai'Sa brings, that Corki brings. There is also the potential that they would have time to scale, and there's so much beefy champions on the other side, the Renata, that's gonna buy so much time that the hacker might have a hard time. But again, let's see how the game goes. I'm really excited to see it. Again, it's gonna be a banger of a series. It's been a great game one. Really excited for game two. So looking really forward for this. So what we're gonna do is the guys are finishing their in draft preparation, in draft, in game draft preparation, all that kind of stuff. We're gonna go on a small break, and when we come back, we're gonna go straight to game. So stay tuned, get some water, and we'll be right back. again at game 2 of the series. I'm gonna be updating here the screen, so just give me a minute so I can update these things. We see a lot of things coming in from both teams, but they're looking for a 5 stack as we see Slappy starting a little too late and Screams taking or Scrambles. I'm sorry, Scrambles taking some damage there initially. First strike giving extra gold for these Corki that is gonna wants to scale as fast as possible. Now here, ROTM. Now we see here Downfall trying to be a little annoying, try to poke his nose, see where Dumbest League is starting, but no words at all. I think it's somewhat easy for. Oh, so actually, they did drop a couple wards. There's a ward drop here in the top side on the red, and one there for outside the on the river outside the blue to make sure he's not invading. Now, Buckby has the chance, like he has somewhat easy way to deal with the Mordekaiser. He doesn't need to engage, and he can dodge because of his range pretty easily. The Qs, and he can if as long as he dodges the E, he should be fine. There shouldn't be like a much trouble. But that said, it's we're still gonna need to see how these players will play, how they will execute those champions, if they're gonna get caught or not. And here we see some trade back and forth, but so far all level 2 coming in. Now both are level 2. The engage from Berju almost goes in. They still managed to get it on hold. The flash ignite. ROTM managed, the King Atlas managed to get the hit there. The exhaust does come down, but it's too late. And first blood on this Jinx. The flash ignite, and now Stepbro's trying to answer here on the top side. He gets Scrambles, but Scrambles flashes. The ultimate comes in from Downfall. He's gonna drop. Stepbro. He gets the kill as he gives it up. Oh, he got. Oh, it's a turret slain. It's that was a good that ended up being really good for Stepbro because he gets the kill and it was an execute. So Scrambles does not get anything out of that. Maybe XP. I don't even know if he's gonna get XP because he didn't get the kill. So that's an interesting initial trade. He goes back. Now he's gonna start bot to top clearing, and he's gonna have an extra long sword and boots in advantage, as we see already. Mid lane here. Smitty coming up. Downfall had a heavy trade onto Scrambles. Did he try to, he TP'd and he took a lot of damage. Did he try to, he probably tried to avoid the crash. Now Buckby also doing a lot of damage on Thunder. The E comes in, he managed to dodge the W, but he gets the shield with the healing. Bears shield looking at Dummy's League. Dummy's League gonna get caught here. The Stepbro gets another damage. He's in really bad spot. He does have flash. Oh, but he's looking and gets a kill on Buckby, and it's a blue buff to Corki. Good pull here. Bergishu does get a massive gets a really good stun. He does go down under turret, giving a kill to Thunder, but it's a double kill for Corki there on Buckby, and now Scrambles getting solo killed by Downfall on the matchup that he chose, and this is not looking good because the wave is like Downfall can hold this wave for as long as he wants to, and he can easily grab himself a solid lead in the top lane. But it looks like he's pushing it and trying to crash or reset the wave. Yeah, so he looks like he's gonna try to push the wave. The Viego was nearby, but he's already packed towards the Raptors. So it's in really good early game here for mid and top, and Buckby, not Buckby, sorry, the Hecarim. Now Buckby got caught back. He managed to do. He's still able to do a lot of damage on Buster, but the bot lane. Oops. Oh, they didn't switch. Oh no, I can switch. Nice. But although it came, wait, hold on. The ultimate coming for Buster. He is still level 5. Buckby, the ultimate Saber goes in. He tanks 2 turret shots, but it's not enough to get the kill. He does burn Thunder's flash. Now Coconut going, trying to get some damage. Smitty is able to negate with the Guardian, and they're keeping themselves in a spot that's okay, where the wave's always pushing towards them. Now Buckby here is gonna get ulted by the Maokai, but not the Maokai, sorry, the Mordekaiser, but he's going to get the kill. No, he goes down a little short from getting the kill. Now Bearjishu is still level 3. Dummies League is not looking at him, and Mordekaiser also isn't. So that's the one thing that he needs to worry about and see how he's gonna deal with the pull from Thunder, because the if he can, there's a chance he can cancel. But look at Step Bro, the invade here. Dummies League getting stunned with. He gets stunned and he goes down. Step Bro gets the kill. King Atlas is nearby. Smitty, it's a 2v2, but Kais is nearby. Oh, Atlas, the mid. Bearjishu and Step Bro, they missed. It's a double kill for Jinx, which is massive. All that Return of the Middle Six wanted, getting that kill. They got the shutdown early on Corki. The invade was interesting. They got a kill, but they misplayed. They were like the Hackrim wasn't able to fall, to fall back. The Coconut didn't push. He didn't crash the wave, so he couldn't walk in. And Bearjishu, he flashed way too early, um, and he ended up giving up a pretty solid kill there. Now Downfall 2 plates for his scrambles, and Downfall is here is doing a lot of damage, going in. Looks like he's gonna get the kill, but he has ultimate. Scrambles has ultimate if he needs to, but he is avoiding to ult. He avoids to ult, and the shutdown goes on the bot lane here. We're gonna use a replay technique. We're gonna use a replay tactic here. So we got the kill. Coconut go for reset. Okay, so he managed to go for the reset. Goes back into lane. Atlas pushing. Bear should try to go in. The exhaust comes. Step Bro pulls him back, and he flashes away, and he dies even with the key. Okay. Now, oops. Now they're trading Herald. Viego's going for the Herald. New Moon's going for the first Drake. It's still 600 gold advantage towards Return of the Middle Sticks, but there's a good goal. Like there's like it's even in mid. There's even in jungle. Slightly advantage on top for Downfall, and there's still a huge 700 gold lead on the Jinx. She just finished her first item, which is the Storm Razor, and Kaisa got the shutdown, but I don't think she has enough for first item yet. Now Buckby is doing a lot of damage on Thunder Backbuster here with his ultimate. A lot of poke coming in. Now one thing though that Scrambles did well was he did trade a lot. Like yeah, he's still not farming well. It's a 50 CS in 90 minutes. But he was able to get what Cyan is good for. Pushing the waves, pushing the taking plates. Now we see some interesting play from Return of Middle Stakes. The Cyan is coming bot side, probably gonna look for an ultimate, as they're gonna probably look for a dive as Viego's coming in. But there's a lot of vision from the side of New Moon. They're looking for a reset. Atlas stops the reset for Bearjishu. Coconut stops his reset. Hecarim is nearby their spot. Dummies League, they go in. Dummies League is able to get away, but Scrambles is here. Nobody has spotted. The Herald comes in. Now he ultimate, bears issue, dodges the ultimate. He he uses the WA. They're gonna get first turret. Well executed this play here from Return of the Middle Stakes. Now the TP going in from the Sion to top lane as Downfall just gets one plate, but he is 2 levels ahead, giving up a little bit to make that play. Thunder is a bit low in the middle, in the mid here, but Buckbeat does not have much mana left. So a lot of damage coming in from Downfall into these Sion, and we're seeing a rotation. Jinx coming for for the top lane. They're looking to get more plays. They got 5 plays in the bottom lane, although the last 2 were shared. The Jinx is just coming here, and Scramble's gonna help her push this wave. Downfall getting more damage. Now they're gonna look for Downfall because Downfall doesn't have a shutdown, but he's worth 300. He's gonna get stunned. Downfall flashes the ultimate from King Atlas goes wide, and he survives. But they rotate it. We see Corki coming bot. We see Demonic Embers on the Mordekaiser. The Muramana on Buckby already on the Corki. Sunfire Cape on Ornn, and now Stepro coming in. He gets ultimate. He pulls back, scrambles. The ultimate comes in. The TP from Thunder. Oh, 2 pull and ultimate on Coco that already ulted. He's gonna go down. Buckby showed up, but Downfall's gonna drop right after. Stepbro shows up. Good kill on. Oh, but Hecarim drops. I thought the. Oh, Hecarim drops. I thought it was Silent drop. But good kill from the side of Return of the Middle Stakes. The ultimate from Renata is really important. They tried so much to kill a tank that he's still pretty tanky. And now they're just giving extra plates. And we see the play here, the early game from Return of the Middle Six is being really good on game 1 and 2. They're going for the plates activity. They're using well the use of Demolish. They're getting a lot of plates. If I could see, if I could measure, it would have been probably like almost 10 plates to like 3, 4 maybe from a New Moon. A lot of damage coming on Smitty. Now Beriju is gonna get caught there. So yeah, you have 2 mid, 2 top, 5 bot. So you have 9 plates, and New Moon got 3 top, nothing mid, and nothing bot as well. So it's 9 to 2. That's a lot of gold at the end of the day. So a good start for Return of the Middle Six. They have a solid 3k gold lead, which is really good. 1.2k gold on this Jinx in the early game. 400 on Mordekaiser on a weird matchup, still able to get more gold than XP, well, more gold than Buckby. Uh, to 1100 on this jungle, a lot of resources on the Viego. He already has Bork. He has a roughly 30 CS difference. Smitty get a hit. Now Inimu's positioning for a 5v5 as they're leaving the wave mid to they're losing a full wave with a cannon and another plate possibly to fight the second Drake. He already started. Now Downfall's getting stopped here. Good package from Buckby. He goes away. His package is doing a lot of damage. Buckby only on the package. Now the reset on Atlas. Dumbly gets a reset too. He's going to survive, and the Drake doesn't die. Atlas on a killing spree here. Dumbly kills Coconut, and they New Moon, early game for New Moon is being really bad recently overall. They are getting caught in making some questionable plays. They tried to 2-man Drake at 13 minutes, and just just the Viego was able to deal with both of them as they were doing a 4v3 with the whole team Downfall, Marriage and Buckby. Buckby still managed to do a lot with his package, as if everyone's just stayed in that package zone, taking a lot of damage. Now Scramble's taking some damage. He got his hit on the turret. Now Stepbro is here trying to punish Scrambles. Scrambles probably is going to drop. He does not. He doesn't have ultimate. Buckby does misses a few of his ultimates, but he does get the kill. The Corki is definitely strong. Um, Now Doubtful doing a lot of damage on Thunder, but Diego is nearby and the Jinx is nearby, and they're going for that Herald. So Return of the Middlesex are able to get and the early lead are able to play really well the early game, get a lot of vision on the objectives, secure the objectives with numbers, but we'll see if they can translate this into a bigger advantage as they have nearly 4k gold advantage, or sorry, nearly 5k gold advantage. They have like 4.7, 4.8. Downfall here matching Thunder right now. Thunder has Demonic Embers going for the Nashers next, but Downfall is still having a pretty good performance overall. Now it looks like Return of Middlesex are pushing mid as we see Diego around. Downfall doing a lot of damage but taking a lot of damage. Now the ultimate comes in. Oh, the ultimate from Thunder goes at the right time to avoid the ultimate from Downfall. Now Stepbro is here to capitalize. He doesn't get the shoot comes in and he gets the kill. Thunder outplays a Stepbro. He doesn't kill him as fast as he should have. He gets a massive shield on CD. Tier 1 drops, Tier 2 drops, and New Moon is just giving up everything in the mid lane. It's going to be a third Herald headbutt here in the mid lane, almost taking Tier 3 mid. That's a massive gold influx, as it was a beautiful play by Return of the Middle Stakes. Now Barrett getting face tracking everyone and it's going to go down. Dumsley gets a reset as Bucket tries to do damage, but at this point in time, at 16 minutes, all you want to do is grab resources. All you want to do is get your CS. Make sure you're hitting the CS. Make sure you're hitting the power spikes. Stepper, there's nothing he can do here in the bottom lane. He just loses his red buff. He has just one camp left, but it's an interesting choice. Downfall got outplayed. He almost got himself killed. Thunder had a really good execution on the ultimate. Now, surprise, yes. Now, Hackram finished his first item. It's a Trojan sword. Uh, Good hit here by Downfall. Got a good chunk with his passive and W auto attack hit. Downfall showing really well execution and mechanical skills here. Now he goes in, Bear shoes around, Snapper is here. It's 450 gold on this Mordekaiser. He does not have ultimate. He goes down to Ornn. Ornn gets the shutdown. They're going to be able to catch the Tier 1 top here that has extra gold with bounty. They probably will give the Drake. Well, the Drake is in 45 seconds, so they're pinging to top lane, but they're gonna give up bot because Buckby is on the bottom lane. So they're gonna give up mid, as we see pings from the red team, as they're trying to reset now. So they're gonna give an inhibitor in the mid lane, which is not necessarily bad. But Buckby, Downfall got executed. Hackrim now. Oh, what was that? They don't get tier 2 and both gets executed because they were what was that? They were taking the turret before before the minions got there, and they literally just don't take the extra gold. They make another questionable decision. They gave up. I mean, giving up the inhibitor mid, it's kind of okay since it's 18 minutes, and you always gonna have like someone farming, and both Karki and Kaisa farms the minion wave pretty well with the super minions. But again, you're just giving me the extra gold, but you're not getting anything in return. Now they burn Scramble's flash as Return of the Middlestick gets their second Drake. So it's just like questionable decisions that we see from time to time. Well, not from time to time, but that we see. It hurts New Moon's ability to come back to the game. So, oh, downfall here, getting hit. He's gonna get solo kill. The ultimate comes in. Oh, it's smash! A beautiful ultimate by King Atlas as Return of Middlesex are preparing themselves for the Baron at spawn. Dumbly getting the jungle here from the Hakrim. Now they're gonna start at spawn. New Moon definitely shouldn't fight for this. There's so many vision from the side of Return of Middlesex. They need to catch up these waves, this experience, because there's a 50 CS lead in the jungle right now. Buckby just caught up on CS. You know, Coconut is catching up on CS as well. They're gonna guarantee this Baron as New Moon is gonna try to avoid getting caught. Buckby, Stepbro almost getting caught here. Numbers League is not gonna go for the dive. The Shrelis is used. They're gonna keep pressure here. They're gonna go for this tier 2 top with this wave. There's a cannon wave as well. Downfall is nearby. It looks like Numa's gonna go for the fight. Flashes in. The ultimate gets an ultimate. Bergishu. The ultimate from Renata goes down. The reset comes in. The Buckbee's package isn't good. Downfall goes down. The shutdown for Buckbee on the Jinx goes in. The ultimate and Dumbslick just gets the ace as he jumps on Buckbee and ultimates. With the Baron push, this could be game for Return of the Middle Stakes. This could be very much game. There is 2 seconds on Bear's issue, 7 seconds on Stepbro, 10 seconds on Downfall. Bear's issue managed to get some hits on Thunder. Thunder's gonna go down. He gets the kill. He gives the kill on to Stepbro. He managed to get a nice kill, but they do lose one turret here in the Nexus. Oh, no, they don't lose a turret on the Nexus. Almost GG for Middle Stakes. They get tier 2 bot and top. They still get a lot of gold here. There's a 9k gold lead at 22 minutes. The game is not easy. The Jinx is fat. The Viego is fat. Mordekaiser is strong. They have a good front line. On the side of Nemo, you only have Corki with um, actual gold here with 8,000, trying to match a little bit of what Return of Music it has. The Warren also has 8,000, but you don't want that gold on your tank. You want your gold on your carries. And Downfall has Buckley hasn't hit the 2 items yet. Downfall is still 13. He is still far from level 14 when he can start, upgrading items from your teammates to get that extra gold value from his passive. So things are not looking good. New Moon needs to find a way to stall the game if they want to have a chance of even surviving. They need to survive this mid to early late game, so they can actually get into late game and be able to fight equally. Now somebody needs to answer the side that has extremely easy way to push in side lanes. It's still far. It's still 10 minutes out for Soul. Oh, actually not 10 minutes. 5 minutes out for Soul because they're gonna get. Oh, Stapro managed to steal the. Buckby tried here. He's gonna get caught. Oh, he missed. No, he tried to go. He tried to use. So Dominic tried to use the Viego's E to go through the wall, but he doesn't. So the game is not. And it's good that he didn't, because otherwise he would have killed Buckby, because he is really strong with 3 items. Bears just tried to go in. New Moon is positioning themselves to fight a 5v4 because on the top side you have Scrambles pushing. Now Bears are getting caught. He gets double stuns. There's a lot of damage coming in. The reset comes in for Diego. The ultimate from Downfall. He misses it. Coconut under Thunder's ultimate. The Coconut dies. Now Thunder dies as well. Stabro tried to go for this steal. He dies in the pit. Now it's a 4v3. Oh, downfall. He reset it under turret. It's gonna die to King Atlas. Now it's only Buckby alive. It's a 5v1, and this could be at least double inhibitors, but possibly game. Now, Buckby has a lot of damage on the squishy members of Return of the Middle Sticks, like the Jinx, the Renata. He definitely had the potential to poke. Look at this. 2 ultimates, and he almost one-shots the Jinx. Stapro is alive. He goes in. He's ults Smitty. He gonna go die. The Barajisu gets the ult. He does a 2-man ultimate. 2-3 man's ultimate. Gets the stun. TP comes in from Thunder. Again, New Moon just rushing to their deaths and rushing to lose this game. Coconut gets caught here with the Renata. Oh, he got caught with Rail's Q. Now damage goes in. Buckby tries to do damage on Dummies League, but he's gonna go down. He doesn't have a way to leave from Viego. Turrets goes down. It's an ace. Dummies League going godlike in the game as Return of the Middle Stakes takes game 2. Return of the Middle Stakes had a very interesting game here. They played the early game really well. Um, they did really solid in the early game. Massive, massive, massive. As we see here, the Buckby 23k damage, tried to do a lot, and Thunder also like doing a lot. But they played the map superbly. So let me try to go to the game because I did spend a lot of time going back. So sorry, I'm gonna try to rush for game 2, but solid victory. Sorry, solid victory from Return of the Middle Stakes. These guys played really well. The map as a whole was really well played. The rotations, the movements, the vision that they're getting before objectives, and looks like New Moon is choosing the red side. So I'm gonna spend the next couple minutes here just switching sides here as we got 1-1 on the board. Okay, so looks like the spec link is available, but I don't think they have started it yet. Yeah, so they're still looking for it. I'm just gonna put us on a small break since I just switched over. Um, I'll bring us as soon as draft starts. So give me 1 second, and we will be right back. right, and we are back for game three. So we're gonna go for they're starting drafts, and we're seeing the same bands that we saw before. So teams are still focusing on those, but so far it's been a really good series. Really enjoyable. Both teams have really high and down moments. Middlesticks having really good moments in the early game. Really impressed by their play. Um, Now, wait, hold on. This is okay. So there's an adaptation from New Moon. Actually, they're taking the okay. So they're going okay. So they're going back to the Ash ban of on the red side. So oh, they're okay. No, they're keeping because they also ban on the blue side. Okay, never mind. I'm tripping. Now they okay. So they both just changing the orders of the bands, but they're still the same bands. Now let's see what Return of Middlesticks is gonna focus. What's gonna be their first pick? Their first priority. And the Jinx. So they are confident and on the Jinx and they go for it. Good. We like to see that. Now the question is gonna be what is going to be the answer from the side of New Moon. So okay. So they're falling back to Desire. They're going back to Desire comfort pick for Coconut, which worked pretty well game one. He had a really spectacular performance overall. So now the question is, are they gonna focus? Are they gonna keep focus on? Are they gonna bring the Rakan with him that worked really well early game, or sorry, the Gal game one, or are they gonna go for Rao? Yeah, so they confirmed the Rakan as it worked really well. So now, what's going to be the question? What's going to be the answer towards this Rakan? What they're looking for? Okay, so they're still going with the Cyan, which had a really good play. I think it was very interesting how the Cyan was played on the side of Return of Middlesex, and they're going to Viego again. They're keeping that reset comp going. They're keep focusing. Okay, we're gonna prioritize these picks before we go into the second phase ban. Now, New Moon has a chance to pick up the Gwen here before they go. If that's something they're gonna try to do, puts on something carry for downfall. Although that Malphite he played was also pretty good, but no, he go for the Fiora. So he shows the Fiora. Now they gonna go for the Mordekaiser to avoid the same type of comp that Return of Middlesex took, and Return of Middlesex answers with Nico. So they took Renata and the Mordekaiser. Very good choices, forcing them to go to something different, with a different view of what they should pick and what they're gonna do. Although they still have the core of their comp there, and the Nocturne coming out now for targeting the jungle. Now everything, this is where the moment. This is the moment where the teams, it's the last game of the series. It's tense. It's everybody is, a little tense. Everybody's a little, um, nervous, anxious, all of that, all of those feelings as we see the Sejuani here. So doing a more team fight oriented, keeping the team fight oriented idea with the one ability of a split push on that Fiora. Now giving Buckbeat the counter pick, um, but oh, the Leona. Okay, the Leona is somewhat interesting, but again, the Zaya has ability to deal with that pretty well, so she doesn't need to worry too much about um, the ultimate from Leona. But I'm interested to see what Buckby's gonna bring from his side on his mid lane because we don't have the Ziggs, we don't have the Nico, um, the LeBlanc from Thunder. Thunder bringing in again another. Well, yes, again, he bring another split. Not split push, but mechanical team. And the answer Vax instantaneous pick, instantaneous choice. Bugby has had a couple good Vax plays and games, and it's a good counter overall. So I'm really interested to see how this is gonna work because technically speaking, this is a how should I say? I think this is a normal counter for Vax into LeBlanc. Definitely a champion that she can't like LeBlanc can't just jump in all the time. She needs to be careful when to do so. So I'm excited because this team has a lot of potential. There's some resets as well on the Vex. So and the return of the Middlesticks, they are not as stanky as they were before with a three man. With pretty much two big tanks. Now you're. What do you mean? I'm not quiet. I guess just the nature of my mic. I try to not to put my mic too high at yellow when I'm normally speaking. Usually stay like at green, almost yellowish when I speak, because I just try to avoid collapse with my voice over the game audio. But I definitely think this is a really good and interesting. I mean, this is definitely an interesting comp from both teams. I think his last team fight oriented from Nemesis team is probably more pick oriented. And reset was once you get your pick, you go for a reset, and then you snowball, and then you try to snowball, right? But you do have potential to play 1-3-1s with Sion split pushing, you know, dragging more opponents. LeBlanc has the ability to do as well. On the side of New Moon is mainly team fight with ability to split push with Fiora, so it's more like a 4-1 kind of split push at best. I definitely think both teams have potential to take the dub. Both teams have shown that. So again, really excited, really interested to see how things will shape out. But I definitely want to see fights. I want to see fights, but obviously I want to see more planned fights, more strategic fights, right? So good luck for both teams. I'm excited to see here from the sidelines. I hope you guys are excited as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on a very small break, and when we're back, we're gonna go for the final game of the night and just have a blast. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. back for the final match of the night. We are going to have a banger here. I'm just going to be updating here the screen for one last time as we get here on ready to the game. And here we're seeing five stack in the bottom lane from the side of Return of the Middle Stake, waiting for a possible invade here from a New Moon. And New Moon is just positioning themselves to do a 5 stack here. And you already dropped 2 wards. Interesting why they thought of the invade. I'll be curious to see like what word comes like on that. So so far we got pretty much standard now. The sign starting with he's going grasp. He's starting with a cloth armor. Interesting choice. We see the LeBlanc with fleet footwork to allow her to have some sustain. Buckby, interesting. He's going straight for the ignite, going for the fight. So there is a TP advantage on the side of Return of the Middle Stakes, as we saw there. They're spotting the ward from downfall, so they know Diego is doing a top down. Um, there's a fake leash on the bottom side, so now they're only showing up now. So technically, you don't know exactly where the Sejuani started. Now I'm interested to see like how this game's gonna go, how both teams gonna play, and how execution's gonna be. But so far, I think it's gonna be very nice. Now bot lane, we're seeing bot lane. Looks like Return of Mystic is gonna take that level 2 first, and they're gonna go for engage. Goes deep. Smeedy going deep, taking some slight damage. They did not have the damage to do. Now Scrambles, Snapbro showed up on the top side. Scrambles is gonna get the stun, but he's gonna survive. He's gonna be super low. He needs to be careful because he's gonna be super low as he already using his 2 pots. We see the Viego pathing straight from the bot side to the bottom side for Snapbro. He's going to lose. He's gonna do a vertical clear here probably, and he's going to lose a lot here as Berejishu is looking to get some vision. Viego drops some vision. Berejishu is going to spot him as well. He's going to try to play around, do some damage, but he just flashes away. Not, in my opinion, not really worth it to even try to contest. Just drop a ward, know where he is. So but Viego just steals the camp, the blue buff, and not the whole bottom side. Now we already seeing, oh good, oh nice engage there, but good counter engage from Bearish. Koku taking a lot of damage. Now we're already seeing the CS advantage coming in on mid and bot, and now Stapro looking for Thunder here. Buckby just waited. The sphere comes in, but a little too late. T flashes away. Thunder is still healthy. The 2v2 here in the mid does not work, and Stepbro comes back to the top side to catch the Scuttle Crab, and he's gonna be behind. Doubtful gets a good parry, and we're freezing again. Buckby falling back, but Stepbro is just looking for ganks immediately here. He's trying to find something, but there's nothing here to find in middle or top because the waves are pretty well pushed. Viego is seating and waiting for another possible gank as Stapper is gunning in. The chain comes in. The Ignite gets the flash on Thunder. Thunder drops its first blood to Buckby. Thunder tried to go for a bait, but oh, and lovely. We are frozen again. Lovely. Tried to go for a bait, but he took a lot of damage. He flashed and was not able to survive. And now some damage coming in from Stepbro, but again, we're slowly starting to see the CS gap in bot lane. 10 CS lead is probably gonna be 4 or 5 scrambles reset, TP'd back in the top lane, but he has and he has Brimble Vast, so he's going to go for that heal cut on Fiora as soon as possible. Although he's already 16, he's going to be 10 CS after this wave. He Fiora does have TP, but needs to be careful. Fiora came with Conqueror. I thought he was gonna go for the. Uh, I thought he was going to select the grasp option, but we see some Dummy Slick getting a 2 camp lead on the Sejuani, about 7 CS. There's 11 CS in the mid lane as well, so there's a lot of gold as we continue to freeze in the spectator. But we so there's 11 CS difference here in the mid lane. We do have, but with the first blood, that's just 200 gold on top for Vex, but and 200 gold for Jinx, and we see a net 100 gold on these on the jungle. But it's just a trend. Jesus, it's just a trend that. Oh my God, is it? Spectator is being really bad, dude. Really bad. It's just been a trend lately on these games where these everyone from the miss Q there. There's a lot of damage. He does have ultimate. He does not. Buckley does not have ignite. Where the laners from Return of Middlesticks are just being able to farm better and overall trade a bit better uh, than New Moon. But here, Downfall, he went. So he's. Did he? I think he sold his uh, Doran's Blade for Cowfields. So he's going for the extra haste to punish with the Vitals. Now, Doubleslick is around trying to find a bait here on this Vex that does not have summoners. She has ultimate. Now, Sejuani is looking for a possible evade here. Maybe are they looking for a dive? Scrambles does have ultimate. Stabro is still level 4. Now Viego is wasting a lot of time in this mid lane trying to find a bait or something. Scramble's trying to hold the wave but taking a lot of damage on this wave. He clears the wave pretty fast. He just needs to reset now and it's going to be fine. Viego is going for an invade on the red here. Stabro is going to stop. This is a little questionable. He's going to stop, but Fiora is so bad in. I mean, he doesn't have TP, so I guess it's kind of okay because otherwise he's gonna lose this whole wave. But at the same time, it was a good reset for Downfall, and now you lose your red buff. But anyway, we still see pretty much the same difference. Only in the top side we have a gold difference for New Moon on Downfall trying CSing. Now we see the extra health coming for 300 health for Cyan. Coco and the bot lane, they're stopped fighting. Now they're just focusing on CSing and they're keeping an okay CS lead. Pretty much a wave. Now we saw this the last time. The last time we saw this, Viego had a Herald. Now they're looking for Drake. They're looking for first Drake because Cyan is in the bot lane. Fiora is in the top. They're going to get the first Inferno as New Moon is looking to possibly fight. The Chompers hits very strong. Very gets a 2-man knockup. He comes back. The stun comes in. The ult. Fuck. I forgot the name. Smite goes in. Dumbly gets the reset on Bearshaw. Coconut slow. He's gonna get the ultimate comes from Sejuani. He's gonna get a kill. Gets another kill. The ultimate from Buckby wasn't good enough. They don't have TP to use on the top side, so Downfall is gonna get a couple plates. But the choice to fight here wasn't really good for New Moon. They tried to force a fight. Downfall taking another turret shot, getting super low. They getting kills, a reset kill on Jinx and Viego. And Jinx already getting another 15, 16 CS lead on the top. In the mid, we already have another 10 CS lead. So they secured the first Drake, more power, and kills on both carries. This is a massive um, for return of middle stakes. But the gold is still even as Fiora has got a massive uh, gold lead there on the top side. She's really close from finishing, and looks like she's going for. She's not going. She's not going for. Oh, wait, she's going. I don't know if she's going for Divine Thunder or Trinity. I think it's Divine Thunder. I could be wrong, but I think it's Divine Thunder. For a moment, I thought she was going Trinity Force. Now Vax is pinging here to try to get some vision on the top side. The Sion is gonna see. He uses the Blast Cone to survive, but I don't think he would be in bad position there. He does drop a ward on Golems. Good combo here by Buckby, getting some damage, getting some poke on the Blanc. Now Stabro looking on these scrambles, gets this done. The Blast Cone is not used. He flashes, Scramble flashes away, gets some damage. They're gonna try to secure the Herald probably, but Viego is on the top side. Downfall does drop a nice deep ward that's gonna spot the Viego as he comes. Viego is almost close to the Bork. And remembering this match is extremely important for the 60th seed. Atlas got knocked up. The ultimate comes in, misses the ultimate by Smitty. Smitty missed the ultimate on the Rakan. Now we see the Herald was completed by Sejuani. She got the Herald. Now the question is where she's gonna use it. Bot lane is really far behind on these Jinx, or sorry, on this Xayah. That's a good combo on Buckby. Buckby is able, now the ultimate coming in from Thunder. Oh, Buckby, his ultimate goes wide a little bit. Atlas going to be able to secure 2 plates and scrambles. We saw this. Scrambles coming in bot lane to try to get the turret, the demolition on the turret for his ADC. He's going to get a hit, get another plate. Buckby getting hit here. The combo doesn't come through perfectly. We see Herald going top. Viego's in bot side for a dive. They're going to look for a dive here. Ultimate coming from Bearjishu. The ultimate from Sion goes in. Nice ultimate by Coconut. He's going to pull the feathers. They almost laid out that perfectly. But top side, we do get tier 1. They do get tier... Probably going to get tier 2 because the turret is going to hit. So they get the second charge on the Herald. The turret goes down. They get 2 turrets on the top side. They do trade for 5 plates, so 5 plates on the top for 5 plates on the bottom, but it's 5 plates between Fiora and the Sejuani versus 5 plates between 4 members on the side of Return of the Music. Now, Sparrow goes in. The turret doesn't. Oh, the turret doesn't drop. Downfall TPs. He ultimates King Atlas. He gets the kill. Downfall is still gonna be able. If he's gonna get a kill, he's gonna kill Smitty. Double kill on Downfall, and that's a good double kill for Downfall. Getting the extra. He has Divine Thunder. He has Hydra. The Drake spawns in 30 seconds. He go for a reset before that possible fight. Scrambles is really low, so Buckby just stays here around the bot lane. It was a good... They didn't have the damage. They didn't have minions to take the last plate and tier 3. So that's a good play here. Now Scrambles gets some damage. He gets combo. He gets 2 turret shots. Coconut, he's here trying to clear the wave as Thunder is trying to take more and more damage. Buckby is around. He has ultimate. He's looking for King Atlas probably because King Atlas is walking. There's pings on top of the Jinx. The stun from Sejuani is gonna come. The ultimate comes in. Buckby comes in from the behind. He gets 2 resets. Now it's a 4v3 and he gets the ultimate on top of them. He's like, is he gonna fly? That's the question. The flash from Leona, the ultimate from Bearju. He gets 1 member. He gets Meaty. And that's gonna be a kill on Stabro. That's a 4v2. The slow comes in. Oh, the root from Rosaya. The ignite. Dummies League tries to fight the beautiful knockup by Bearju. The flash comes in for Viego. Downfall is getting the Coco gets the kill on Dummies League. Downfall is pressuring tier 3 top side. That's well executed by New Moon. Coming in with Buckby getting 3 kills now as they're gonna clean the second uh, Drake. Downfall get a hit, gets slowed by King Atlas. He gets knocked up. He uses parry. He flashes away. Nice, really. Oh my God, really well executed by Thunder. He got the chains hit. He came back on his shadow to get the stun. The ultimate drops from Downfall, but he's not able to get on the second charge of the chains. Kills him. The flash comes down. They get, I think it was a shutdown. No, it wasn't a shutdown, but that's a good Q on these well farmed LeBlanc. 140 CS on 50 minutes, really well, really good. Buckby is with 170. There's a 40 CS difference, and both have the same amount of gold, thanks to the kills that Vax got into the last fight. There's still a 2.3k gold, or yeah, 2.3, 2.4k gold lead for New Moon. All this gold lead right now, it's City on this Fiora with exactly the Fiora. Well, not exactly, but Fiora has a 2.4, 2.3k gold lead. The Sejuani has a 1.2k. There's a 1k lead there. Bottom lane, it's a 300 gold lead on the Jinx, and the small gold lead on Leona backwards. Now Bear's just getting hit. Another dash in, doesn't get the Q. The ultimate King Atlas guarantees the execution of Bear's shot. He's stopped in the middle of the lane for a recall. Didn't try to go any sides or be behind anyone. The ultimate goes down. He falls for Jinx, getting her second kill. Now Downfall is in the bottom side. We see here Scrambles coming in, collapsing. Thunderback Buster's collapsing as well. The parry comes in, but he gets rooted. He gets knocked up. The Viego's around. The ultimate comes in. He gets a couple shots. He got nice, well played there for a couple shots, but Scramble does take the ultimate. And King Atlas dies in the mid lane on a 3v1, pretty much as they're gonna secure the mid tier 1 here. Beja stops the reset from Viego. The Fiora gets punished in the bottom lane. They punish here in the mid lane the Jinx, and they start rotating for the Herald with Buckby and Coconut. So New Moon has that capability of playing the side lanes as well, and they're trying to in the pushing. And the Fiora, they're sending three. They send 2 to 3 men to stop her. Now the TP coming from Downfall to take those minions, as Stepbro will guarantee that Herald. Now, with all those plays that happened in the last 3-4 minutes, Stepbro managed to equalize in CS. Downfall is ahead in 60 CS nearly. Coconut also was able to catch up on CS against King Atlas. So he's going to be able to catch this wave, so it's probably going to be around 15 to 20 again, but managed to get some gold back, managed to decrease a little bit of that gold difference. But Jinx has a BF sword. She's going probably for an IE. Well, she could still go for Gale Force, I believe. But the game is just getting excited. Nothing has, even with the gold lead, with an 8-5 on the scoreboard at 18 minutes, the game is still pretty much even. Thunder's here playing side lanes against Buckby, waiting for him to step it up so he can actually use his combo. Buckby stops his recall. He does not have fear, and now Buster will be able to do damage. He's gonna go chain. He gets shield, but he already flashed. The ultimate comes in for the second chain. He's gonna get solo Q. It's a shutdown for Thunder McBusters. Really well played. Waited for Buckby to push that wave patiently. Now Scramble's gonna get caught here. Downfall gets the ultimate. The flash comes in. The ultimate from Sejuani goes in. They try to dive, but still does not have enough mana for further fights. But Scramble is super low. Thunder is gonna be able to catch that top lane turret. He gets 2 turret shots. Dummy's Lake is nearby. He's gonna try to force out Sejuani and Fiora. And there's a Drake in 40 seconds. They're going to be able to secure more and more vision. And we see here Coconut on the top side. He doesn't manage to catch Thunder before the reset. He does push. He doesn't push the wave. He just go try to stop. Go for a reset. The minion stops his reset. That's what I was thinking. The TP comes in, double TP in the mid lane. Thunder and scrambles. They get tier 1 mid. The rotation's better. Now, this Doubtful does not have TP, so it's going to be a 4v4. Oh, sorry, a 5v4 if they fight for return for middle stakes. Thunder tries to get in, gets good damage on Buckbeat. He's getting low. The flash comes in from Leona, gets in. The ultimate drops. Now Buckbeat's gonna get caught, and he's gonna go down as we see Stepbro and Coco pushing mid lane, trying to get that tier 2 mid as an answer as Fiora is on the top side. The second Herald is using the mid. They're going to have a first charge. They're going to get tier 2 mid. They're going to have that extra gold. A second charge is going to drop here in the mid lane. Sion cuts the wave, but as the tier 3 mid, it goes down, and they're going to go for another charge, a third charge, and they're going to take inhibitor at 20 minutes. Now the ultimate from Sion comes in, does not catch Stabro. Nice ultimate by Sejuani. The flash from Kokoda comes in. Viego's they're trying to force a fight now. It's going to be a 4v3. The pair comes in, does not get CC. Coconut still has his ultimate. He gets rooted. He does not have flash. The Feather's Pool does not hit anyone. And now Dummy's League gets the reset. And they're going to chase, trying to get more because Baron is alive. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game. Buckbee's going to face check, scrambles, and he's going to die again. Oh, that's a good... He managed to get a good ultimate and a good fear. Doubtful gets stopped. The berry goes in. It doesn't manage to get a Brock of his Vital with the flash Q. Buckbee dies again. It's a back-to-back deaths. Nobody's paying attention on the brush where the scrambles is sitting. So he's sitting there, and everybody's face checking him. The Sejuani she has might. She does not have flash. She's looking to try to find a way to get in. She gets stopped. It's okay. Stepbro goes in. He's still pretty alive. Everybody stops and is targeting him. Barriers managed to get in. Kokodu gets a kill on Dummy's Leak. And the Baron is stolen by Stepbro. He managed to get the ultimate to kill Smitty, I believe, as Bergishaw dies to Thunder MacBusters. Gets a massive steal, and Doubtful is just pushing the silence, getting pressure there over and over. That's a beautiful steal for New Moon. Scrambles was in a good position, like getting a lot of hits, like a lot of picks, forcing people to back off, but he was not able to hold the Sejuani for too long. Bergishaw managed to go in, get the knockups, and Coconut secures the kill on Dumbstick before the Baron goes down. But now on the side of Return of Middlestakes, this LeBlanc is extremely strong. This Jinx is very strong. She has 2 items. It's 2 items and a half on MacBusters, and he's facing Downfall now. He has level 15. Downfall is 13 with all the side lane. He goes in. Downfall ults. MacBusters gets the hit. That's a 2. Nice parry. Almost a solo kill on the Fiora. Really well played by Doubtful there, getting the hits on the ultimate on the vitals. Now Coconut gets tier 1 bot, and even though LeBlanc is extremely strong, mobile is still not able to face 1v1. They still need to send someone else. Now Dummy's League is gonna get caught here, but New Moon does not continue. Now Thunderburst is showing up. He goes in on Bergeron, gets the chain. Bergeron ults to get the move speed. The ultimate from Sion's gonna hit. Now Scrambles goes on a killing spree as he is able to kill Coconut. Downfall and Buckbeak showing up on the top side. Downfall taking tier 3. They're probably gonna go for this inhibitor bot. Dummy Stick is gonna get caught here by Bergishu, but Downfall just gonna move away. Dummy's League gets rooted. He's gonna die probably. Downfall is super low with the ultimate from Jinx. Buckbeak is going to die here. gonna get Dummies League is still alive, but he's really close from dying. Now Buckbeak, oh, Slapbro gets the kill on Dummies League, and Thunder gets a kill on Fiora. Whew. Whew, what's happening here, boys? The This match is crazy. All like a lot of back and forth. Now we have shutdowns on Scramble on the Cyan, shutdowns on LeBlanc, shutdowns on Jinx, massive shutdowns 300, 650, 400, 3 items on LeBlanc, 2 items and a half on Jinx. Coco has completed 2 items, 2 items on Buckby, 2 items on Sejuani now. Fiora is going for the split push masterpiece, the Hole Breaker. She doesn't have TP. TP is probably coming back in 15, 20 seconds. Bearzoom getting caught again by Thunder. He's going to go down. He gets beautiful. Oh, Smitty got ulted by Buckby. I don't know if he's gonna take that. Bearshaw has to use again his ultimate to be able to leave to survive, and Return of the Middlesex is gonna take the 3rd Drake of this game. Scrambles is on Vision there, just taking Vision as Stapbro is taking his camp. Now Thunderback Buster is facing Buckby's 3 levels ahead. There's nothing Buckby can do there to stay on the side lane. He can just wait for the wave to be pushed, and really well played by Thunder, making a lot of pressure, getting picks, and forcing good ultimates before a potential fight. Now we have a Baron coming up in a minute and 45 seconds. Mid inhibitor has respawned. Top inhibitor is open. Now how is Fiora is gonna play? She's still on the top side. Buckby is on the bottom side, facing the Cyan. We did talk about this a couple weeks ago, where New Moon often keeps Fiora on the top side instead of keeping Fiora on the bottom side to take advantage over the Cyan. Instead, they keep focusing on Fiora to fight on facing on the side lanes champions that are equally strong or stronger. Now we had the TP coming in from LeBlanc. Buckby does not have flash. He's gonna get chain rooted. He gets the ultimate. He goes into scrambles. He goes down, but they burn the TP from MacBuster. And rather have your Vax with the team, because she does not have TP and close to the next objective. They're still keeping Downfall with TP around the top line. Now he's going to be facing a 4v1 soon. Dummies League gets a hit the Vitals. Oh, she's taking a lot of damage from the... He's taking a lot of damage from the Atlas, and he goes down as Dummies League just hover the wall to avoid the Vitals. And now you don't have ways to to play the game, because, and MacBuster again, he is playing ahead. Leona catching Bear's, but he's managed to get away. There's no vision on this top side for Moon. Thunder is clearing all the vision. Coco is getting caught. The chain doesn't hit. He dodges beautifully the feathers pull. Now it's Thunder MacBuster. Oh, it's a double knockup from Scrambles. Now Sabro needs to find another way to get into the pit to try to do another steal of the Baron. But Thunder is here. He gets a hook. Stabro is getting stopped. He flashes away, but the Baron is guaranteed by the Viego. It's a shutdown on the Sejuani. He almost gets the Baron this time, but again, it's not. Oh, Coconut's gonna get caught. The chain goes in, the Q goes in, the shield is not enough. Goes back. Dummies League also gets a Q. This could be game. It's a 3 deaths. They're gonna push mid. Downfall is resetting. Buckby's alive at level 14. This could be game. Return of the Middle 6 could be winning. Now Buckby's getting caught here by Thundermax Buster. He gets another solo kill. Now goes godlike Thundermax Busters. New Moon started off really well, but now this is pretty much gonna be game. Fiora, now Sejuani is around, but it's a 2v5. The ultimate goes into Scrambles. He gets the parry. Scrambles dies, but the Nexus turrets with the Jinx is going to come. And it's game. Return of the Middle Sticks wins the series, wins this game that wasn't looking too good for them, and they bounce back beautifully with an amazing play by MacBusters and Atlas and Dummies League. Dummies League hasn't done much damage on this game, but he was absolutely vital for the win. But the MVP of this game is definitely Thunder MacBusters on this LeBlanc, doing a lot of pressure, doing a lot of job here to keep vision, to keep pressure, removing Berjishar from coming in from Rakan, burning his TP, burning his ultimate, burning flashes, burning everything. Really amazing play by Thunder MacBusters. Return of the Middle Six takes a very important win here, um, because I, I'm looking at the AGL match results here, and I cannot believe it. So these fight for seed six, it's gonna be amazing for the next 2 weeks, because with this win from Return of the Middle Stakes, now Return of the Middle Stakes and New Moon are tied in uh, 3-4, right? Both teams are tied in 3-4. And wait, where is it? Where's my? Okay, both teams are tied at 3-4, and Catalyst Nova lost to Son, so Son is 2-5, which is also close. So Son and the Catalyst Nova are 2-5. Star Nemesis and New Moon are 3-4, and Litro Monkeys lost to Rocket Files earlier, so they are 4-3. So there's still a lot here that's gonna happen in the next couple weeks. Next week you're gonna have New Moon versus CB Aurora, Catalyst Nova versus Flannel. You're gonna have Return of the Middle Sticks versus Son, which is also another important match if any of them wants to qualify. Um, so there's a lot that's gonna happen, and is these results make keeps will keep these league the Arcane group really interesting, because now you have the potential of having up to actually 3 teams fighting for 1 to 2 spots, depending on how Litro Monkeys play the next 2 rounds. Because Litro Monkeys does not have an easy way out. You're gonna face Clown Gaming Spartans, and you're gonna face Elysium Omen. So they're facing top 2 teams in the next 2 weeks, and they could easily drop those games and ended up with a 4-5. And so it could happen that you know a fifth seed could be opening for this Arcane group. So again, it was really good, this series. Actually, let me update here real quick. So again, good job for everyone. I think Return of the Middle Six had a really good series. I think New Moon had good moments overall. There are definitely things that they need to improve that we saw, like a lot of questionable things that happened here and there. So definitely the boys came up. They came up with really good 2 upsets, but they need to keep on, heads up, continue to work, because there's still a chance for them to make the through playoffs. So, but again, GG's for Middle Stakes. They dropped the follow here in the beginning of the live, so really appreciate the support. I also did dropped a follow for them in respect. So we're gonna stay here for tonight, but I'm gonna send you guys to watch the end of Clown Gaming versus CB Aurora. The game is 1-1. This is the fight for uh, seed 1 in Arcane Group. So I'm just gonna send you guys over there. But again, thank you very much. I wish you guys have a good weekend. We will be back on Sunday with with the Titans Divinity League podcast. So stay tuned. Come back. We still have a lot to cover this fall. A lot of content for you guys. So have a good weekend. Enjoy the rest of the night, and I'll see you guys in a couple days.